So I would consider myself being blessed in a few areas. You know, for instance, when someone dies, I can draw the line, and if they have Jesus in their heart, I can usually put my feelings aside and tell myself, they're in heaven. It's going to be all right. And that's pretty cool. Because, I don't know if some of you know, my grandma went to heaven last week, actually, on my mom's birthday. And you know, if you're part of my family, we try to find a little bit of humor in everything. Thank you for your condolences. You know, like I said, my grandma's in heaven, and that's a gift that I have. That's the bottom line. Boom, game over. She's with Jesus. You know, but it's funny because I might not be emotional too much in that area, other than I miss her cooking, and you know, and the little things like that. I do have to say, last night I was getting pretty emotional. There's a show on Netflix, and it's called The Toys That Made Us. And this episode was about the Ninja Turtles. Now let me tell you something, man. That brought back so many memories for me. I love the Ninja Turtles. My favorite was Leonardo because he was the leader. He was the one, he had integrity. He always did what was right. And I love that guy. I just wanted to be like that guy, even though he was a turtle. I didn't care. You know, he was jacked and he was tan. And you know, he lived a good life, and that's why I liked him. But it's funny because I got emotional over that. Don't get emotional so much over my grandma. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I see the bottom line. I know my grandma's in heaven. That's it. You know, there's an old saying, God will take you when he's used you up. All right. And my grandma, in her own way, she had a business to attend to. You know, she had her little things. And honestly, it's funny because as soon as she knew those little businesses were taken care of, God took her to heaven. And that's amazing, man. You see, so this is where I'm going with this. Ephesians 5 says this. Imitate God and live a life filled with love, because the game's not over for you just yet. Okay? That's what God is concerned about. You have a job. And what I'm going to say might be a little bit cold-hearted, but you know what? I was reminded, and these are the facts. God cares about our emotions. You know, God takes all your tears and he saves them up in a little vial because they mean something to him. But here you go. Here's the Pastor Savage. They're just emotions. You have a job to do. And our job is to live a life filled with love. Loving God and loving others. Just like Leonardo, the leader of the Ninja Turtles, you need to live a life filled with integrity. So when God comes, you've done your job, and you'll hear, well done, good and faithful servant. Now this message is a little bit shorter than what you're used to, because I'm trying to build this bridge of Ephesians, and I'm going to take you to chapter 6. And this is when we're going to talk about the armor of God, because we are in a time where the devil is kicking our ass. I am not apologizing for anything, because it's the facts. And next week, I'm going to show you that God wants warriors, okay? We're his sheep. But we're more like the sheep that look like this.
Who the hell are you? A baby.
From the director of Furious 7 comes a new Disney classic on Over.
So that's the message today, my friends. Stand firm in your faith. Live a life filled with love, because the game's not over yet. And the next message I'll bring you is the weapons God has given us to stand firm against the devil. You guys know I love you out there. Love God, love one another. And if you're going to cheat, only cheat on your meals.